Here we go.
All right, 8:39 your time. We're just days away from the wedding that everyone is talking about, which means if you didn't get your invitation to go across the pond just yet, well, you're probably not going.
No, but don't put those fascinators away just yet. An Atlanta hotel is hosting a royal wedding afternoon tea on Saturday, and everyone is invited. That includes Paul Milliken. He's live at the Mandarin Oriental Atlanta this morning. And Paul, you're brushing up on your etiquette this morning.
Much needed brushing up. I know what a fascinator is now, too.
I am.
That's a big hat.
Yeah.
Unveiling the magic. Katie, look, I don't want you to feel badly, but you know I look better in this than you do.
Hey, that went to the Kentucky Derby. Just make sure it comes back in one piece.
I'm sure you look. I'm sure it was. If anyone at the station had a hat like this, I knew it was you. I stopped her yesterday and said, Katie, I need some headgear for tomorrow. And sure enough, she showed out with some good headgear too, but you're never getting this back, and you're never getting that one back either, because Eleanor looks great in this one too. This is Eleanor Parker, who is the restaurant manager here at the Mandarin Oriental Atlanta. It's great to see you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
I am so happy to be here, and I love what I'm seeing right here. As I said, I have never been more excited for a wedding as I am right now. So before we get to the tea party and the royal wedding and all that stuff, let's talk about the Mandarin Oriental Atlanta. My first time here. It's a beautiful hotel. We're sitting in the cafe and bar. Tell me about the cafe and bar.
So it is full service. We're open breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We recently launched the Southeast Terrace, which is a nod to both our Southern heritage and, of course, the Mandarin and Oriental roots.
Yeah.
So in the evening, we have a great bar scene, great cocktail list, a wonderful patio outside.
I love that. And you also just launched this new afternoon tea service. You started in January. So how does that work?
So it runs Thursday through Sunday, 2:30 to 4:30. Reservations are recommended. It's traditional for the most part, but we do offer special featured teas such as Chinese New Year afternoon tea. We did a chocolate tea at Easter.
Nice.
Now the royal wedding tea, and then in June a summer sweet tea nod to the South.
That. All right. Well, Saturday is the big day. It is the royal wedding. Even though you and I were invited, we thought, you know what, we're staying here because we got a party going on. Tell me what's happening Saturday afternoon.
So Saturday afternoon from 2:30 to 5, our tea will be dedicated to the celebration of the royal wedding. We will show the broadcast, and throughout the cafe and bar, the tea will have special touches such as the florals, which will be incorporated sort of the same bouquet that Meghan Markle will have.
Nice.
We have special, very British traditional bites to eat during the tea. And then, of course, we have our Harney & Sons, which we're bringing in special. They have a royal wedding tea blend, which is going to be delicious for guests as well. So we're encouraging your hats and your festive energy.
Now, look, people, if you're going to come to this afternoon tea, you better come ready, all right? I have set the bar high. Eleanor has set the bar high. It's time for you all to raise the bar and post your pictures, too. I want to see them on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Can we talk about a few of the items right here? What you got on the plate?
Okay, so we have scones up top, very similar to a biscuit. We're all familiar with that. But scones traditionally would be eaten with orange marmalade, strawberry preserves, and clotted cream. We also are featuring smoked salmon and hackleback caviar on sourdough bread with a boursin cheese. Then we have a sticky toffee pudding, which is very British and delicious, with dates inside. And then the kicker will be the lemon elderflower cake, which was reported to be the wedding cake that Prince Harry and Meghan will be enjoying. And we'll also have a lemon elderflower cocktail for anyone who chooses to go that route.
That sounds good. I'm choosing to go that route for the next hour. Let's get some cocktails flowing here. We'll be back at 9 o'clock with more. Hey, speaking of cocktails and stuff, Buck, I don't know if you know this, but I learned this morning because we do have a few Brits around, which is why I'm not doing my British accent because I don't want to offend with whatever would come out of my mouth. But do you know what a Buck Fizz is? Have you ever heard of a Buck Fizz?
Please tell me.
A Buck Fizz is a British mimosa. It's a mimosa. That's what they call it over there. So from now on, we're going to call you Buck Fizz. It's Buck Fizz, anchoring the news.
There you go. Hey, Paul, you know our Facebook group page, you know, that people can kind of interact and get behind the scenes with us? It's a really cool thing. And one of our viewers, David, had a special message that he wanted me to deliver to you, but unfortunately, Katie really wanted to say it more than I did. So, Katie, what did David say?
Eleanor looks great, but I'm sorry, Paul. We all think you look goofy. Goofy's the word.
That came from Katie and David, not me.
David,
okay?
how could you? I thought we were friends, David. I'll be back to post my response very shortly.
You know what? I'm with
Okay.
you, David. He looks goofy.
Goofy. The Royal Wedding Afternoon Tea is happening this Saturday from 2:30 to 4:30 at the Mandarin Oriental, Atlanta. That's located at 3376 Peachtree Road Northeast. That's in Buckhead. And tickets are $55. That includes the tea, the treats, and a celebratory glass of champagne.
The next best
Maybe a
thing to
Buck
being at the
Fizz.
Royal Wedding, right? Enjoy a Buck Fizz. Coming up tomorrow morning, Paul is heading up to Canton for a preview of this weekend's 15th annual Canton Festival of the Arts. It's happening in Brown Park on Saturday and Sunday, but Paul will have a first look at some of the artists and vendors who will be there. Check that out tomorrow.